Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of Tenali Rama and the half-coin thief. It was a dark monsoon night in Vijayanagara. The rain pounded on rooftops and thunder rumbled across the skies. Most people were fast asleep, except for the royal treasurer, Mahadevan. He had been up counting the king's taxes, a chest full of gold coins, silver pieces and precious jewels. Suddenly a loud clang echoed through the treasury. A guard came rushing in. "Sir, a thief has broken into the palace grounds. We've caught him near the stables, but he's only carrying half a gold coin." Mahadevan was puzzled. Half a coin? What use is that to a thief? Still, he rushed to the scene. The man they caught was a small, wiry fellow, ragged clothes, muddy feet, and a sack slung over his back. He held out a single broken golden coin. "I didn't steal it," he cried. "It's mine. I was just passing by." But the sack held rope, a small chisel, and gloves, tools no common traveller carried. Mahadevan had him locked in the palace jail and rushed to King Krishnadevaraya. The next morning, the thief stood in court, still holding half his coin. The ministers debated. He had tools, but no treasures. Perhaps he was just preparing. Or maybe someone else stole the treasure. The king frowned. We can't punish him without proof. But we can't let a thief go either. That's when Tenali Rama stepped forward, smiling as always. "Maharaj, allow me one day. If he's guilty, I'll find out." Rama asked that the thief remain in jail for the day. Then he took the half coin and examined it. He noticed that it had been a clean, fresh break. Not worn or old. "Interesting," he muttered. That night, Rama made a plan. Rama asked the jailer to quietly release the thief after sunset, pretending it was a mistake. "But follow him. Don't stop him. Just see where he goes." The guards agreed. Sure enough, once released, the man ran straight out to the city and into the woods near the northern gate. He disappeared into an abandoned hut. Rama and the guards waited quietly. At dawn, Rama led the guards inside the hut. There, hidden beneath a loose floor tile, was a sack full of royal coins and gems, and the other half full of gold coin. Rama held up both halves. "A thief who steals in halves is very clever, but not cleverer than me." The thief, caught red-handed, confessed everything. He had stolen from the treasury during the storm, but intentionally broke a coin in two, carrying only one half so he couldn't be accused directly if caught. "If I was safe," he said, "I'd come back later for the rest." Back in court, Rama presented the sack and the full coin. The king applauded. "Rama, your mind is sharper than any sword." The ministers nodded in awe. Had we not waited and watched, we'd have punished a man with no proof, or worse, let a thief go. So the moral of the story is that guilt can't hide forever, and cleverness always reveals the truth. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Share it with your friends or anyone who loves meaningful tales. Stories are better when they're shared. And for more stories like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. We'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know what part of the story spoke to you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye. See you very soon.